So, boys and girls, are you ready for a Star Wars movie featuring Rey, Sky, Palpatine, Walker?
Who would like to meet the Jedi Master? Come on, make some more noise.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God.
That's what I thought, but guess who thinks it's still gonna happen? That's correct, Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, even Daisy Ridley has chimed in a few days ago to say, don't worry fans, it's still happening. That Rey movie you didn't ask for, but we're making it anyway. 3 of them, by the way, we're still gonna make them. I got news for you folks. This article is on the levels of Mike Zero on YouTube. It seriously is, and I don't know why that guy has not been removed from the platform. I mean, YouTube, you're supposed to be clamping down on fake news, right? But whatever you do, don't take me down because I'm just reporting the news as it's falsely written out there. Do you see what I did? I'm such a genius. I can't fathom how much of a genius I actually am. Daisy Ridley on her new Star Wars film. I know the story and I am very excited. The thing is, she's mentioned this comment before, and what's even more disconcerting, you had Stephen Knight, who took time out from making his Peaky Blinders movie in Los Angeles to write a story for this film. And what happened? He got paid, but the actual script or the story got dogpiled. In other words, it's never going to see the light of day. Poor Mr. Knight, but he don't care. He got paid. He's moving on. And look, Daisy Ridley, I know many people will disagree with this point of view from me, but she would have made a good Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Maybe for that Amazon show, or maybe a solo adventure film if the other actress, Michael Fassbender's missus, couldn't reprise her role again. But movie scooper pooper Daniel Rectum is reporting, why, by the way, is this guy getting so much coverage these days? I don't understand it. He's not made a credible scoop in his life. That's why I mentioned Mike Zero at the beginning of this video, because Rectum is like Zero. They are both perpetrators of lies and false news. It's ridiculous. Now, he's reporting that Lucasfilm have decided to put the upcoming new Jedi Order movie project starring Daisy Ridley as Rey on the back burner. Although he states this is Richtman, who claims to have insider knowledge as opposed to being in the insides of people, that the film is still a go-ahead in the future. Now listen, I'm not wishing any bad stuff on Daisy Ridley, but if something bad were to happen to her, like she got involved in an accident or she got caught up in a tsunami, then what? You're gonna get someone to replace her? Or will she be given the Chadwick Boseman treatment when you couldn't replace Black Panther because only Chad could play him, baby? Are you telling me there wouldn't be other women out there who wouldn't mind having a go at playing Rey Palpatine? Of course not. So what would happen if something, a big misfortune were to hit this production? This so-called, well, you know what? It's still going to be made, guys, but just not right away. Okay, maybe 5 years' time? Again, this announcement was made in 2023 at Star Wars Celebration, where Charmin Obaid Chinoy, or as I like to call her, Charmin, she who will be obeyed, was telling people, yeah, we're going to make this Star Wars film with the first female lead ever, called Rey, because we know you love her.
That's why I'm attracted to the promise of a new Jedi Order, and I'm attracted to the idea of immersing myself in a Jedi Academy with a powerful Jedi Master. Who would like to meet the Jedi Master?
Нет.
No, we don't. We don't, Charmaine. But Charmaine, you might be an activist. Well, you are. And you might be a reasonably nice woman. Certainly not in the looks department. But just go back to making documentaries about underrepresented people. People who have been mistreated in society. Go and make those documentaries. You won an award, didn't you? Or an Oscar for one of those? Oh, I don't know, and I don't really care, to be honest. But, when they say it's on the back burner for now, it means it's in developmental hell. That's what it is. It's a code word. Daniel Richtman doesn't deserve your coverage or your time. I like to take the absolute piss out of this guy because he hasn't got a fucking clue what he's talking about. Although Daisy Ridley's return will be delayed, her comeback, it's her story, is inevitable. Several sources told the Hollywood Reporter, because that's where you should be getting your news from, folks, in November 2024, that she is significant in the franchise. No, she's not. People like R2-D2, C-3PO, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Chewie, Luke, well, not anymore. Mark Hamill was a bit of a knob, quite the knobhead, right? So if you look at his real-world political view on things, guy's an absolute moron. Oh my God. Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian, as celebrated character, right? And we'll say no more about him because people like John Boyega obviously love to fly off the handle when you mention his name. So no, her return is not inevitable. Rectum, Daniel Rectum, this is never ever gonna happen. A quick interview with Shawn Levy.
I canceled my Midjourney.
Oh, well, hello. I'm sure you did.
I can upload my own photos and create perfect.
And your own boobies. Upload those, please.
Please welcome Shawn Levy.
Oh, wow, Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, and Gabe Filoni on stage. Oh, my God, these two, they don't stop, do they? Holy shit. These guys are... Kathleen Kennedy, please step down. For the love of God, love, just step down off that stage and fall flat on your dumb, fat face, please.
I had heard at one point that my movie was going to star Ryan Gosling. And believe me, that would be dream come true for me. So today, I just wanted to tell you here in this room that that rumor is 100% true.
Which is a nice dig at Kathleen Kennedy because she's known at this stage for bringing out Star Wars rumors and they never happen. Remember Star Wars 1313, that video game, which is basically Uncharted in space? She talked about that a long time ago. I can't find that clip, unfortunately, but she lied to a member in the audience and went, oh, that game is still going to happen. We're just putting it on the back burner for now. I'm paraphrasing what she said. And then what happened? Nothing. Got cancelled.
I guess you also want us to say something. Should we say one of the 3 things we are allowed to say?
Oh, okay. The title.
Well, we can say the title. You want to take that one?
Starfighter.
Oh, Ryan Gosling is cool, man. Yeah, I think he's a perfect fit for Star Wars. I would have got Eva Mendes to be his co-star. That's his real-life wife, but maybe she wanted to stay away from the limelight. She would have been a nice addition.
Starfighter is not a sequel. It's not a prequel. It's a new standalone adventure with new characters taking place in a new time period. About a half dozen.
Now, that's an interesting thing. I forgot that Mr. Levy actually said this. It's a standalone adventure. So I do wonder if this is something experimental that Lucasfilm are doing, because if these one-off standalone adventures actually work, then yeah, you're moving away from the extended universe, the EU, which they abandoned, but they still sneakily go back to get inspiration for characters, because the current state of Star Wars writing haven't got a clue how to write a Star Wars novelization or a screenplay, with the exception of Tony Gilroy, the man behind Andor and Rogue One. He's good. He knows his shit.
Years after Episode 9 and the Battle of Exegol, it feels so cliche to
Stop
say
it,
that
Shawn.
this really formed my idea of what movies are. And it's not just that these movies gave me movie memories, they gave me life memories. They literally taught me a cinematic language.
I like the fact they're going to the OG Star Wars here, and that's what resonates with Shawn right here, which is really, it's a lovely, nice dig. This guy's got power, right? I mean, he made Deadpool and Wolverine. That made over $1 billion at the box office. Kathleen Kennedy can't argue with that. And as long as she doesn't interfere with the production of this movie, I think we might get a great Star Wars outing. Now, this announcement was made at Star Wars Celebrations in Japan of this year. I do wonder if they're going to film any of that in Japan, because that would be really, really cool.
Storytelling language that I reference constantly. And so it's sort of a little bit surreal to now get to do it ourselves.
Very good.
Yeah, don't hug her, dude, don't.
My Star Wars sheets, I had them.
Bro
signed,
shake?
so you're
Yeah,
probably
that's it. That's more like it.
dreaming about Star Wars before you ever saw it. It's always been there, and it probably framed, our
Let's not forget, folks, this guy was nominated for, and I think he won the Oscar as Ken in the Barbie movie.
idea of what even a movie was.
This guy, who for me is a dream come true in any movie, but my God, Ryan Gosling in a Star Wars movie, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I just love Ryan's face. That's like, oh, stop it, Shawn. I mean, you're a dream director too. Do you know that?
Be cooler. And so the script we have is really, it's like a transfusion from both of us.
So what's very interesting here again, they've already got a script. Now, is it a completed script? I would like to think it is, because I've never heard any reports that Shawn Levy does things incompleted. He's a guy that likes to do everything with every page accounted for. I still think Ryan Reynolds might appear in this film. I hope he doesn't. I know he and Ryan are very besties in real life, but it's not Ryan Reynolds that's the problem. It's his bitch wife, that silly woman, the blonde chick. What's her name again? Blake Lively. Yeah, her. Nobody likes her, but because that's his wife, her unpopularity might rub off onto him. So I hope he's not cast in this film. If he is, he'll probably be a bit of comic relief. But I think Star Wars Starfighter doesn't need comic relief. Not in the way of that. Give it to the droids, yeah? That's what we should do.
So it's got
if we
both
do
our
see the
creative blood
droids.
flowing into the story.
And that was it. That was actually a really good coverage. I'm glad I saw that again, actually. And it kind of gives a nice insight into how this film is being prepped. And the fact it's coming out in 2 years it's good. I can wait until then. Hopefully I'm still alive by then, but somebody, well, let's just say the project of the Rey movie will probably die a deserved death by the time this film comes out. And that's what I hope it will be. So ladies and gentlemen, I know Star Wars might be something you're checked out of now, and that's fine. You know, I saw the very first Star Wars film in the cinema when I was a wee little toddler, right? So that first film means a lot to me. And I know they recently did a brand new release of the first film from 1977 with some new footage, but apparently Kathleen Kennedy did not like it for some reason. But what the fuck does she know? She's the woman who made cups of coffee and tea for George Lucas and Steven Spielberg for the only 3 Indiana Jones films ever made, right? So who gives a shit about what she thinks? She's got no idea about Star Wars. All she wants to do is destroy their franchise and make it about the female force, because that's another word for I'm on my time of the month. But on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you ended up enjoying this video today, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button with a lightsaber, and I will catch you all catching me for the return of the next video.
You can run, but you can't hide!